Now, wow. My people, now, wow, for this life. For this life, no balance. Oh, hey. Another marriage saga in the US. Another serious one, oh, my people. This brother is looking for serious advice. My gender. Ah, my gender. There is repercussion in everything and anything we do in life. Always know that there's repercussion. Curiosity I won't just they start. There's repercussion, no. My gender, babe, make we dey advise our children that are planning on getting married. Advise our children. My gender, me una dey take am easy. My people, this is another story that a brother wrote and is looking for advice. I just felt that I should bring this here. Normally, this is a story, a true life story. And this brother said that he thinks he might not survive this. He said the pain that he's going through wants to buy him more. That his wife and him, they are based in the US, in the United States. After so much hard work that he did, that he have done well. He said he's doing very well. He has a good job. He's not the woman that is giving him money or anything. He's living well. He has a good job. He's done well for himself. And that, hey, now, wow, God. And these things, I did US, I did hear all these things. So, I did hear all these things. If these things are true, this man said after, this very bad experience he's had with women, he thought it was wise enough. He had very bad experience with women in the US. I thought it was wise enough to ask his mom advice and recommendation to look for a decent girl back home in Africa. And she did, and mother actually knew this lady back home before that he knew this lady back home before he left for the abroad, before he came to the US. He said at the time this lady was a teenage young lady back in Africa. My people, they always talk, say me this men, when they marry women for here? When they marry women because these women want to marry for you, they don't already understand the system. They know as it work. The girls when they go break for Nigeria, when they either end up buy them or the girls go end up dump now. And these people, they already get somebody for home that they are connected with. My people, there's one girl, different from this story, that was coming to the US with somebody that is very family. And the man that brought her to the US, did you know this girl follow another man? You know, if you go meet the man where Kara come here, the man will file paper for her to come US. Then another story for another day. Let me face this one. We found each other, back to the story. He said they found each other interesting because he said he knew the girl and the girl was a teenager. He said they found each other as interesting, so their marriage date was set. He went home and did all the necessary arrangement, and they became couple. Before he decided to come back to the US, he had discussed with her, and she had pleaded with him not to hasten in processing her papers, her documents, to join him in the US. Instead, she wanted to, go to school in Nigeria. Since going to school in the US was expensive, it will be easier for her to go through the nursing school in Nigeria, and when she's graduated, a few months to when she's going to graduate, then the man can go ahead and process her documents so she can join him in the US. Wow. And this man said, "Oh, smart girl. I thought she was very interesting, and that I will do that." It's like, okay, this girl gets some really good ideas, and he agreed, and he came back to the US. And after the girl was close to when she was going to graduate from the nursing school back in Africa, he started processing his documentation, and actually the girl came and joined him in the US. My people, she said before that, prior to that, he had rented an apartment for this girl, well furnished, in a town close to the school where she was schooling, and he paid high. He paid so much in that school because the school was one of the best nursing school in Nigeria. So hey, whoa, now wow. So he said that, hey, this is a heavy me for mouth. He said, so the following, he said, the girl not joined him in Nigeria. I mean, in the US, after her graduation. So when she got here, when she got to America, immediately she started making inquiries on how to go about getting a job. And he said he was very impressed by this move to have a smart and ambitious lady for a wife. I even helped her out in the process in getting a work permit and submitting a CV in several hospitals. Luckily, she was called up by two very big hospitals here in the States, and they decided to choose the one with the good pay, with the higher pay, with a better pay. Let me put it that way. Anyway, fast forward 3 years down the lane, his wife already was doing very well for herself. Of course, she's a nurse. She's making good money. And he said he was very proud of her. But unfortunately, they didn't have kids. They didn't have children. And the children were not coming. Even for both of them, they had gone for several tests, been to several hospitals. Children were not coming. Suddenly, things took a different turn on the 4th year. So prior to this, all this time, he said his wife was taking pills. She was on prevention pills not to get pregnant. So he said, according to what he said, that down the line, things suddenly took a different turn on the 4th year after his wife joined him in the US. He said she started behaving irrationally and strange. She started coming home late and refusing for him to carry her. And he said he didn't suspect anything then, but this kept going on for close to 7 months. You dey house with your wife, two of una young, don't be say una old. 7 months, the woman don't let you touch him. Ha! Now wow. He said so. He decided to start making findings. Start to make probably research, or start suspecting her, started making findings. And he said he won't believe that this woman had this whole thing planned out all the way from Nigeria, from the beginning, before their marriage to her arriving in the US. His wife was in a very serious relationship with her boyfriend, in which he had absolutely no idea. Still, she went ahead to accept his proposal, and they got married. I don't know how these women do this, because they have women that actually does things like this. This woman got married. They both got married after she had all this planned out. He rented an apartment for her, and she had her boyfriend moved in with her all these years. His own wife, she's been taking pills so she doesn't get pregnant for him. And now what pays him and annoys him most is that this woman is pregnant. Meanwhile, she hasn't allowed him touch her for 6 months to 7 months. All this while he thought he had the best of marriage, a smart and loving wife. Meanwhile, his own wife has been in love with someone else and even had his papers processed so he can join her here in the US. He said he just discovered that he is the one, his wife had been seeing all this time, and probably is the father of the baby she's carrying, because she's, according to him and what he wrote, his wife is pregnant, and he did not allow him to touch her. As if that's not enough, after confronting this woman, his wife, he now called her this woman. She has no sort of remorse for what she had done, but instead, she tells him she has never loved him. That was harsh. and that she only went on to marry him so as to please her parents, and she is ready to financially repay him everything that is spent on her, everything is ever done, and all the money is spent on her right from the marriage. Of course, she's a nurse, she's making big money, so she's ready to pay. So he said, even after everything, he still asked because he was trying to tell her so that he can fix their marriage. Maybe, this man really loved this girl. Oh. He said, but she insisted, no. She insisted on having been made up her mind that she never loved him. This man said that he called this woman's family, and this is what the family said. And you have these kinds of family everywhere. Wow. He said the family said that their daughter is the one who will decide, not them, because she's the one who will stay in the marriage and not them. And as it is now, he said he's very frustrated. He doesn't know what to do. What else can he do? Or who does he turn to at this time? Now, it's all these years. If you look at this time, this man is talking about this thing. It takes about maybe 2 to 3 years for her to go to nursing school in Nigeria. Plus the 4 years she stayed here now is 7 years together. It's a long time. And this man is so invested in this marriage, in this relationship. And now the woman is telling him that she never loved him. And the man is so doesn't know what to do. He's asking that whom does he turn to? And he said, where have he gone wrong loving this woman, wanting the best for a woman that he loved and called his own wife? Oh God, I do not deserve this, he said. He said all his life he's been unlucky with women, even when he treats this woman right. He said he's going through this for the fourth time. This one hurts the most is coming from a wife. He said his fear about marriage has finally come to pass. He's now asking, Kelly, up till now, I still don't know. This wife's name is Kelly. He said, Kelly, up till now, I still don't know what I did to deserve this pain that he's feeling right now. He said he's been good to you, your family since day one, but it's okay. He said he will sign the divorce papers. You deceived. He said, I will sign the divorce papers you served me. He's heartbroken. He said he hope he survived this. And he's asking, what do you want him to do? He said, because the pain is too much and is going into depression. My people, you see the reason why I say I bet me would they talk to our young women. If you know, see all these people where they come from the diaspora, they come say they want to marry you. Don't use them to jackpot. Don't be using them to jackpot, because there is karma, there's repercussion for everything that you do to your fellow human being. Whatever you do to your fellow human being, you will repeat one way or the other. I have heard about things like this happening live here in the US where I reside. Yes, I have. My people, I beg, my gender, for God's sake and for the other person involved. These are emotions, are feelings that you guys are toiling and messing with. Now it make you say some of these men when they fit take this thing, that they buy these women. That they buy these women. What if this man no cry out now? Then he go do something so, before he go come they talk, say, he go they tell his story. These are many, many similar stories like this out there. All in the name, I want a better life for myself. You will use another person to jackpot. This is the biggest fraud. It's also a fraud. It's also 419. I beg my people, make una dey take am easy. Please. Please share this video. Share this video, my people. This is very, I dey feel for the man. This what is right is right. This is not right at all. Please share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Patience. I thank you for watching my channel, Patience Vlogs. Please subscribe and like and share and turn on your notification bell so that each time my people upload this kind of sensitive and heart-touching stories, you'll be the first to be notified. Please share and subscribe. God bless you all.